looking towards India for inspiration as some of the biggest honchos in the world say Namaste India. I'm in SIIM, which is the Sri Chadha Institute of Indian Management Research. Let's go find out what this institute is all about, because they're combining business education with core Indian values.
SIIM may be a business school, but unlike its peers, it also aims to instill rich Indian spiritual wisdom and values in its students. This is evident in the way the day begins at the institute, when the staff and students sit down for sadhana session.
The practice of sadhana in the morning gives us mental peace and inner strength, which keeps us going throughout the day. We are taught Indian wisdom from management, which talks about creating a unique blend of Western management practices combined with Indian ethos. It equips us with the belief of getting things done through cooperation and not competition.
Located in Delhi, SIIM's ideology may be steeped in cultural values and tradition, but the students are not bereft of state-of-the-art infrastructure to prepare them to face modern-day challenges. The institute boasts of a well-equipped library and computer labs, modern classrooms, and a state-of-the-art auditorium. But the infrastructure alone does not define this B school. The faculty at SIIM regularly meets to review and discuss ways to improve and upgrade the course structure. There's also a corporate center that manages the affairs of the institute, presenting another interesting study of the amalgamation of the traditional and the modern.
So those are just some of the things that make SIIM extremely special, combining modern education with what the world looks to India for. With me, of course, is Mr. Guruswamy, who's the Associate Director for Institution Development. So across campuses, I've heard lots and lots of business jargon now, but Indian management is the term I heard for the very first time. So what exactly does that mean?
See, the endeavor at SIIM has always been to give a proper blend of the modern management techniques along with the Indian ethos. When I say Indian ethos, I'm referring to the synthesis of the Western value. The Western values mainly focus on achieving the end results, along with the Oriental Eastern values, which is our Indian values, which focus on the means of achieving. It's not only the end results that matters. So our pedagogy is towards that. Ultimately, we want to produce students or young managers who are very dedicated, disciplined, and above all, the value enriched. That's our focus.
What does Vivek management imply? What exactly is that?
Vivek management is synchronization of the private ambition. Each one of us has got a private ambition, along with the welfare of the public. Right? In order to achieve that, definitely each one should have a mind or an attitude of service. That is, the service attitude is very important. Besides that, above all, each one has to pursue a lot of aggressive goals. When these young students, after becoming young managers, when they join the corporate, they have to pursue very aggressive goals. In order to pursue the aggressive goals, firstly, your mind should be ready to think that you have an infinite potential, right? Okay. While you think that you have an infinite potential, at the same time, you should also think others also have the equally important infinite potential, right? Okay. That will lead to a strategic alignment of working together. And towards that one, we have a lot of group activities in our pedagogy, which helps them for the mind enrichment. So ultimately, when we say Vivek management is nothing but the enrichment of the mind. Okay. And we have various epics of ours, and especially Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita teaches a lot of lessons for us. And we have regular classes for these students on Bhagavad Gita and management through Bhagavad Gita. So that's all about the Vivek management.
Thank you very much, sir. Alright, so you've already met the faculty member. The ones who are at the heart of all of this really are the students. Let's go see what the students have to say about this institute.
It's great to be a part of this institute because it not only helps them in providing practical exposure from time to time, because students are involved in organizing various kinds of events. This not only helps in the present circumstances but also in the future.
Along with academics, we at SIIM, we also take part in various activities like visit to parliament, seminars, guest lectures, role plays, etc. And not only that, we also at SIIM
celebrate all the various festivals like Unity in Diversity. We celebrate Eid, Diwali, Christmas.
Talking about our placement, we have our Corporate Resource Center, which has been set up with the purpose of providing excellent placement opportunities in the abroad and India as well.
You've heard so much from the students about various facets of this institute. You've heard about the courses, for which I'm of course talking to Dr. Ritvik Dubey now, who is the Dean of Academics. So Dr. Dubey, tell me about some of these courses that are offered at the institute.
As far as courses are concerned, we offer AICTE approved 2 years full-time postgraduate program in management, which is a regular PGDM program, and it's our flagship program also. Apart from that, looking at the needs of the corporate executives, we offer executive PGDM program. And since we all know that retail has become a buzzword in India, and so there's going to be a lot of manpower requirement in future, so we do offer a 1 year postgraduate certificate program in retail management.
And I also hear that you have lots of international certification and accreditations at the institute, so you must be very proud.
Yes, perhaps we have the distinction of being accredited by American University Accreditation Council, which is based in Washington, US. And apart from that, we have also been accredited by Otherways Management Consulting, which is French body. And as far as the course curricula is concerned, our course curricula is certified by Dun & Bradstreet, US. And we have a distinction of getting an International Arc of Award from Europe.
And obviously there's a very large difference between what you possibly learn in a classroom as opposed to how you apply practically. So what are you doing to bridge the gap between those two?
See, our emphasis is more on the practical exposure of the students. The salient feature of our teaching pedagogy is the shift from the trainer to the trainee, which in other words, if you want to understand, you can understand it that this shift is from the teacher's centralism to the student centralism. It is done by way of offering them interactive guest lectures, panel discussion with the CEOs or the senior corporate officials, and we do employ various teaching methodologies like role plays, simulations, business exercises, research projects. And apart from that, we do also endeavor to take our students to international industrial visits, which enhances their cross-cultural ethos and values. And apart from that, we also ensure that one or the other foreign language is taught to each student at our campus.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Dubey. There you go. Their endeavor is to create well-rounded individuals, which is possibly why they have the Center for Social Responsibility. Let's go find out what that is all about.
The holistic philosophy of education at SIIM attempts to create managers who are enlightened leaders, driven by a spirit of service. Towards this endeavor, the students are for the society through the Student-Driven Center for Social Responsibility.
At SIIM, we have a body called the Center for Social Responsibility. We conduct various CSR activities which imbibe qualities in us to give something back to the society.
The day might start at the meditation center, but it does not end in the classroom. It ends here, where they're actually making such a big difference to everyone's life. That is little Rani, those are little children they actually help. They come to SIIM as a blank canvas. By the time they end, that's correct, they turn everyone into a big fat smile. Bye bye guys, we will see you the next time.
Innocence